One reason I love shooter games is Black Hawk Down. That iconic film left an incredible mark on me. The night I first saw it, I was amazed by Ridley Scott's masterpiece. An experience that still resonates with me today. I always wanted a game that is just like that.
We got a Black Hawk down, we got a Black Hawk down.
Sure, we had the 2013 Delta Force Black Hawk Down, but we are not just talking about that today. No, this is big. Delta Force is back and better than ever. With 25 years of tradition behind it, the upcoming Delta Force Hawk Ops, developed by Team Jade, is set to deliver a premium campaign that takes us all the way back to 1993, recreating the intensity of Black Hawk Down like never before. And that's not all. You'll also get to jump into 2 free-to-play multiplayer modes, but this time the action will happen in the year 2013. Blending the past and future into one game, that sounds like a blast to me so far. I got a sneak peek at Delta Force Hawk Ops with its pre-alpha technical test, giving me a chance to try out the 2 free multiplayer modes and see what's cooking. The upcoming game takes the approach of operators rather than individual characters. This lets players choose from a selection of unique operatives, each with their own set of skills and abilities to master. Plus, you can upgrade and customize them, including their weapons, to create the perfect operator for your playstyle. My experience with the Delta Force pre-alpha has been nothing short of impressive. The game ran smooth on my end without any problems. If you've also had the opportunity to test it, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Let me know if you run into any problems or if everything went smoothly like it did for me. I started with Havoc Warfare, which the devs proudly claim as the legacy of the classic Delta Force multiplayer mode. To me, it felt like a spiritual cousin of the Battlefield series, but somehow more fun. With 32 versus 32 players and you're part of a 4-person squad, you're fighting for map control in intense battles. I was blown away by the satisfying feel of the weapons, they really deliver. As for Battlefield competition, I think Havoc Warfare has what it takes. A little rivalry never hurt anyone after all.
Capture the next sector.
Soldier marked! Try not to get yourself hurt, alright?
Of course, Havoc Warfare wouldn't be complete without a range of vehicles at your disposal. Think tanks, heavy helicopters, assault ships and more. During my time with the pre-alpha, I got to try out a tank that I found available. I tried to blast away everybody with a cannon, but in the end, yeah, I discovered that maybe it also has a machine gun.
Enemy tank, right there! Go get him!
Next up, I checked out Hazard Operations, the other free-to-play multiplayer mode in Delta Force Hawk Ops. For those who aren't familiar, Hazard Operations is essentially an extraction mode. Think Tarkov-style operations. As someone who just enjoys playing Gray Zone Warfare here and there for fun, I wasn't expecting a tutorial on the extraction mechanics, and yet that's exactly what I got in the pre-alpha. I think this is a fantastic addition for new players of extraction games. It shows that the developers are committed to making the game accessible to everyone. In Hazard Operations, you'll find a standard extraction game-style inventory. But what really sets it apart is the ability to choose from a range of operators, each with their own unique playstyle. This adds a whole new layer of depth and possibilities for customization in the game. The extraction mode has missions, auction house, and you can also fine-tune every detail of your weapon if you're into gunsmithing. I really enjoyed the insertion and extraction cinematics in Hazard Operations. The rappelling scene, which drops you into the action via helicopter, is a particularly great touch. It's a faithful nod to the classic Delta Force experience. You can opt to take on a mission solo or join forces with up to 2 other friends as a 3-person squad. You'll face off against both AI-controlled enemies that are quite aggressive and other players who'll stop at nothing to take you down. And when you go down, everything in your inventory goes with it, so be prepared to fight hard to stay alive. I did notice that there are dynamic events scattered throughout the map in Hazard Operations, but since I haven't had extensive experience with this mode, I don't have much to share on that front just yet. In my experience, Delta Force Hawk Ops was an absolute delight, smooth and enjoyable from start to finish. I'm extremely excited about this game's potential, especially if the developers stick to their promise of primarily cosmetic monetization. If they do, I think it has a great chance of becoming one of the best free-to-play shooters out there. And when you throw in the premium Black Hawk Down campaign, I can hardly wait for its release. It's going to be an absolute blast. Well, that's all for today's video, warriors. I hope you enjoyed this early look at Delta Force Hawk Ops. As my first video on this channel, if you made it this far, I'd be thrilled if you could show some love by subscribing, liking and commenting below. Your thoughts are invaluable to me, so please don't hesitate to share your opinions about the game. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Captain Moton from Paragon Black, over and out.